Crawford Door, Europe's leading manufacturer of overhead sectional doors for use in industry. An overhead sectional door disappears up along the ceiling when it is opened. The wall and floor space around the door opening is kept free, and the door is completely out of the way during materials and goods handling. Installations above the door opening, such as cable ladders, ventilation drums, traverses, drain pipes, or light ramps, are never in the way with a Crawford door. Experience gained from more than 500,000 industrial doors has taught us a lot. Here is a typical overhead sectional door from Crawford. The door has the following main components: door sections of insulated sandwich panels, vertical and horizontal tracks, a balancing package comprising shaft and springs, a sealing package containing bottom seal, side seals, junction seals between the door sections, and a top seal. The main component in Crawford doors is the so-called sandwich panel, comprising 2 layers of metal with a core of hardened polyurethane foam in between. Crawford's method for the manufacture of sandwich panels is called process lamination. The method provides each panel with extremely high and consistent quality. Temperature, pressure, time, and foam application are all computer controlled. Here is how the panels are manufactured. From steel and aluminum mills in Scandinavia and the continent, raw materials are delivered to Crawford door production in the form of rolls or coils. This material has been given 7 surface coatings comprising zinc, chrome, and primers, and an outer layer of PVF2 Kynar 500. Qualitatively, the best surface paint for outdoor building materials. The sheet metal is first run through a press mill, where it receives a surface structure which improves the hardness of the sheet metal. The sheets and foam together form the main components in the sandwich panel. The sandwich panel can be compared to a box with a lid, where the top sheet is the lid and the bottom sheet is formed into the actual box. The sheets from 2 coils now move into the production line, where they are first rolled to form the box and the lid. At the same time, a steel band is passed into the machine. This steel band is baked into the sandwich panel to comprise a reinforcement onto which the middle hinges can be screwed in the finished door. The top and bottom sheets receive grooves, that is, molded profiles, which further reinforce the sheet. After this, the rolling of the bottom sheet or box begins. A number of different steel rollers shape the sheet to its predetermined form. Here we can see one edge of the box and the hot air nozzle, which heats up the sheet prior to the next operation, which is the application of a line of glue which holds the steel bands in place in the corner of the box. The steel band is aligned over the glue and pressed down into the bottom of the box. The box is then heated in an infra oven. An additional line of glue is applied to break the thermal bridge, which would otherwise be created between the box and the lid. The chemical components for the polyurethane foam are now pumped from tanks to the line. Here they are mixed and sprayed onto the door panel via a moving nozzle, which ensures that the foam is applied evenly over the whole bottom surface. The foam immediately begins to expand. The lid is put on, and the entire space between the lid and the box is filled with expanding foam. The whole box becomes completely filled to every nook, thus ensuring a door panel with an even high insulation capacity, without temperature-reducing air pockets. The panel now goes into a double conveyor where the lid is pressed tight to the bottom part while the foam fully expands. The entire process is continuously monitored from a control room. In the laboratory, we can see what actually happens inside the panel. The foam components are mixed according to Crawford's own recipe. Panels are continuously taken from the line and are tested in the laboratory so that a continuous check can be made on the adhesion of the foam to the sheets to ensure that it corresponds to the set specification. The finished sandwich panel is now cut to the ordered lengths. No two door openings are the same, which is why each Crawford door is custom designed to the customer's specifications. Each panel length is marked with an order number and length and is taken off the panel line. The panel lengths are grouped together on an order basis before they are sent for packaging. End pieces are fitted on the panels. They are attached to the reinforcement bands in the panel. Certain doors are ordered with window sections. It is of course important that the window frames seal tightly to the panel. Each Crawford door is provided with a tread handle and, of course, a stamp of approval. The fully fitted panel with end pieces, junction seals, and, where appropriate, windows is now called a door section. Top and bottom door sections are also provided with top and bottom seals. An important detail is the bottom seal on the lower part of the door. This should seal tightly to the floor and prevent drafts, moisture penetration, and heat losses. It should also compensate for minor irregularities in the floor. The sections are sent to be packed. The tracks in which the door runs are manufactured in another part of the factory. The side tracks are provided with rubber sealing strips so that the door seals properly at the sides. The horizontal tracks, which guide the door in under the ceiling or between various obstacles above the door opening, are shaped also according to order specification, and it is important that the salesman has taken the correct measurements from the customer, both with respect to the headroom and the location of potential obstacles. A complete door also includes a variety of smaller parts which are manufactured at Crawford's component workshop. The weight of an overhead sectional door is counterbalanced with the aid of springs, which ensure that the door is easy to operate. The springs are custom designed in a special spring workshop also according to order specification. The small parts are packed. And once again, we have another well-functioning overhead door from Crawford. The door section in an uninsulated door is made of sheet metal without the insulating foam. Uninsulated doors are mostly used in uninsulated buildings. At the same factory, we produce a fully glazed door for customers who require maximum light yield. The new Rapid Door for interior use, the Crawford Express. Megadoor is a roof folding door, that is, a door which folds up when it opens. The material is PVC curtain on aluminum beams. This door is particularly appropriate for high-frequency or very dirty industrial environments, or for very large door openings such as aircraft hangars. Crawford also manufactures garage doors for private use. The most recent model is the Crawford Diplomat, an overhead sectional door with beautiful door panels in steel. Crawford doesn't just manufacture doors. Automatic control is another product. This can comprise simpler versions or more sophisticated automation using a radio transmitter or a magnetic loop. There are several standard safety components, including a bottom seal, which automatically detects any obstructions in the door opening and reverses up the door again. Another component includes photocells, which monitor the area in the immediate vicinity of the door. All electrically powered Crawford doors can easily be switched over to manual control in the event of a power failure. Crawford Door Production has manufactured more than 500,000 doors and 100,000 door motors. The collective experience from this production is your best guarantee of quality and function. Always be sure that the door you select is a Crawford door.